we're back from our break. As you guys are currently just flying by, you see the waves in the distance, flowing very violently. However, you guys are, pretty far up in the clouds as you guys are continuously flying. Funny enough, the dolphins are actually flying as well, and
Ooh.
and the reindeers are flying as well. And you guys are flying.
Ooh.
After a couple of hours later, you guys finally make it to the area of the Westworld that you guys actually started off in. You point towards Knox. You point towards the exact location that Sainte Clyde needs to arrive, and as you guys gracefully land, he says, "Ho ho ho! Is this the location, Knox?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Ho ho! I see." As he says, "Now everybody, you guys can now duck and walk out." As you know, he like he kind of motions everybody like just you're able to now leave the sleigh and stuff. People start walking out. Preston is now looking. And he sees this with like his jaw is now on the floor, and he says, "E- excuse me, what?"
There's no bad time to tell you that we lost the ship.
Uh, and then he looks over to. He says, "Is that who I think it is?"
Is it easier if I just say yes?
Uh,
Yes.
oh my. Okay.
You
I,
heard him.
I don't know what Locke is gonna say about this. Okay. As people are now saying, now Preston kind of gets up, says, "Now, all of you, we are. I am part of the people's voice, and we will assist you back, reestablish back into society, and I will, and we will closely guide you and help you out in this unfortunate event that has occurred upon you." And he looks around, and then he says, there will be a ship shortly to guide you a nearby to a nearby area that you guys can rest." As he like kind of guides people over. Um, and then Preston just like moves moves the people over to like to specific area, like to a specific area, like in the island where like there's like a building, like that small little like building that he had. He moves them all towards near that area just to situate them. People are just like now sitting down, and then Santa Clyde looks at Knox and Steven. Ho ho ho! Steven,
Yes.
are you ready for your gift?
Yes.
As he says, "Remember to keep my promise."
Yes.
As Santa Clyde just sort of nods, and he gets out from his sleigh. And this man is actually like is actually way bigger than you'd expect. This dude is like literally 15 feet tall, and he is just towering upon you. And he says, "Now, close your eyes.
Okay.
Make sure to keep them closed."
He just closes those bitches as tight as possible.
As as he like motions like one of the reindeers. "Now, with my with your gift, I bless you this gift upon you." As basically a smoke just kind of fills up the area, covering Steven and Santa Clyde actually. Like it conveniently covers them. Knox, you can't see anything. As Santa looks at you, and he sees Steven. You feel the nubs on your arms. Like you feel as if something is like poking at you. And he says, "Stay still, my friend." As you feel a sort of a healing sensation. However, and then slight pain. However, you're able to handle it. And then
My
immediately,
happiness
yeah,
makes all
and
disappear.
and then immediately after a while, he says, "Now open your eyes." As he snaps his fingers. The clouds disperse. Steven, you now have arms and hands. You have 10 fingers, in total. You have a palm, you have a thumb, you have all the necessary requirements to not be considered to have a disability,
It's
a
like
physical
wearing a
but
fresh pair of arms and bending there.
and
He simply just looks down with this fucking amazing smile and just attempts to move the fingers one by one.
you it's very reminiscent of you. You can feel everything. The sense of touch from a acute sense of touch is back, and you it's an overwhelming sensation. As this is going on, how is Rita, Nox, and like Vedic and Lumen gonna respond to this armless guy now finally getting arms?
Rita is
How
actually
about
currently
that?
occupied with like hugging every single child there and saying goodbye to them before they leave.
Yeah. What about you?
Steve,
Yep.
you may continue. I'll say it in a little bit.
Okay, what about you, Vedic?
Make sure that if anyone's crying, they're okay. But I look at Steven and I'm just like, well, how about that?
What about you, Nox?
He's just staring at him with stars in his eyes, basically. Like if you were to get a microscope under his eye, you could see the whole galaxy.
Yeah. It's, how is Lumen gonna react to this armless man just getting arms from this mythic this man you considered as a myth?
He's just gonna like stare at the sky and just kind of say like a silent wow.
And Steven, how does Steven just go all out?
Yes! Then
Gotta
he's
peek
just
the microphone.
running in fucking circles of excitement.
Yeah, you have your arms are like you're not used to your arms, so your arms are kind of flailing as you're running, you know. And Sainte is like, I see, ho ho ho. Well, Steven, my boy, don't forget our promise. And with that, I thank you all for a great early mending day, as he says, ho ho ho. He looks over to Preston, he says, it has been quite a while, Preston, since I heard of you, but I'm sure you're doing a great job. As he now giddy ups his sleigh, says, now, to all of you, and Nox, don't worry about your gift. It will be found in an area somewhere special. And you hear the whipping sound, and
Sounds
then
more like grapefruit method than whipping. Okay.
whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyways, you see the boat sled, being like going up in the air, and you see this man sort of fading away. What do you guys do?
Steven is still running in circles of excitement. Energy and effort
I'm gonna
fame.
hand Steven my gauntlets. I'm gonna let him borrow them.
Oh God.
Hey
I'm
Steven,
gonna
try
keep-
these on for a while.
I'm gonna keep helping the kids.
Yep.
Get
They're
on
they're
the
they're
ship.
pretty happy. They're as everybody sort of is now just recuperating. The the ship comes, and it's it's an official it's a official People's Voice ship, specifically for you, Nox, and they're carried off, and the Dragonborn child that actually greeted you earlier, Rita, kind of, or not child, but more like, yeah, he's a teenager. He greets you. He says, "Thank you, thank you. You guys are wonderful people, and I hope we meet
Rita's just gonna give him a big hug. It was our pleasure. For remember, we are the people's voice.
What is, ma'am? What's your name?
My name does not matter. But what is your name?
Her name's Rita.
Oh, as Vedic just yells across, like, well, as he's just.
Steven is now just running around with Nox gauntlets like a fucking schoolboy.
Oh, actually, yeah. Make a strength check with disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh!
forgot about that.
My worst stat! Wait,
Yeah.
what do I have? Can you tell me what I have to get?
I'm not telling you. Just go.
I want to see
Okay.
this.
Yeah,
One thing, real quick.
decent.
I know exactly what the first thing Steven's gonna do.
Steven, you try to like you put on the gauntlets and you try to move. You realize it won't budge, and you're just kind of stuck on the ground. Your hands are stuck on the ground.
Both your arms get ripped off.
No.
Steven just takes them out and starts running again.
All
and he
right.
says, "Not, thank you, Nox, but they don't fucking work."
As you see the dragonborn boy kind of look at you, and he says, my name is Citric." As he looks to Rita and he says, "Thank you."
Citric, it was our pleasure. Now you go and live a safe and happy life.
As Citrix is now moved by Preston, or like is guided by Preston, and like is guided by like just the wave. People are now getting onto the ship. However, as you guys are getting on, a different ship arrives, and this time around, it's actually it's a man. He walks over. He is this dude, right? He has a larger stature. Or taller stature. He's currently like 7 foot. He's 7 foot tall, and he looks over. He's currently wearing a dark or black and yellow like cape. It's like shaded mixed in, and he looks at you, everybody.
Like, do I look into his eyes? Does he have evil intentions?
No, however, you feel an intense a pressure exerting, like just being exerted from him. You feel as if like a more of a social tension. It's as if like his presence is just in a greater presence, I guess.
Hello.
Give me a second. Somebody's calling me.
Yeah, Steven, I knew exactly what you're gonna do.
Didn't work, but oh well. What if I just got like a fucking 2 crits for the disc, like a disc crit? That'd have been just fucking great.
I just realized something. Unless you got somebody else to do it, your hair has probably been the biggest mess ever.
Oh no, he has feet for that.
Over your hair.
Yeah.
He is very, very dexterous.
And wipe your own butt.
Oh no, not the second.
Picture
No,
me.
no, we already
no.
talked about this. We talked about this
Oh,
last
no.
session.
The sponge.
We don't need to talk about it right now. But Steven is incredibly happy, and Rita, Vedic, you trying to be nice to him is now actually probably going to work. All the salts, like all the happiness he ever had was on his arm, basically.
He lost his funny bone.
We kind of already
Lost his
resolved the
sense of humor.
character arc. I don't know how much that'll change things.
I think the next time he levels up, he's gonna grow a second pair of arms.
No, I just imagine getting Edward Elric. You know what I'm saying?
You mean Alphonse or no?
No,
Alphonse.
nah, Edward.
Edward.
Alphonse with my entire body fucking going. And
Oh no! What would be the worst is if they took your legs now. After all,
that would just be fucking ironic.
fuck. Yes.
The armless
I would
character
just-
became the legless. He became Legolas.
Yeah. Now instead of you're running around with your arms, you're just knuckling, just like knuckle sprinting.
I'm gonna walk around like a fucking chimpanzee.
That's gonna happen during the time skip.
No,
He's gonna put
I
us in a
was
battle
so
and
ready
take
for you to
your
just put
legs.
your like hands in the Noxus Gauntlets, crit fail, and just rip your arms off.
Yeah, my guess.
I
My
just-
guess is I'm at least gonna get one arm removed in like. I'm gonna guess 4 to 5 sessions. I'm gonna get one of my arms removed.
I mean, we all know the best character in One Piece only has one arm.
I don't know
Ah.
the reference because I don't watch One Piece. Ooh,
Neither do
Uh,
I.
what?
I know who you're talking about, kind of.
Yep.
ish,
I fucking
maybe.
don't.
I can't remember his name because I haven't seen One Piece in like 7 months.
Why do you sound like
He's got
Why do you sound
purple
so
hair.
plastic?
His name is Z, or is it
Shanks.
Estes Kid? I don't fucking know.
yeah, his name was Shanks.
Shank.
Now, red hair, lost an arm, literally showed you something that you don't figure out until way later in the season. Or in,
I didn't.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, sorry about that.
in like fucking
Hey.
episode 2.
Hey, who's the fucker with only one arm? Like he has a only robotic arm.
Oh, don't worry about it.
One Piece on One Piece.
Oh, there is no one person with just one
Like
mechanical
he
limb.
has a metal arm.
Oh, that's fucking Frankie.
What is it?
That's not-
Frankie or Shanks?
No, it's
Okay,
Frankie.
we're talking about the guy who doesn't have.
Shanks doesn't have an
Looking
arm.
it up,
Like
now
he's
I'm seeing
on-
a guy named Z.
Oh, Z is that's not canon. That's like in the movies.
Okay, I
anyway,
will say this.
Anyway, wait. Okay, like can we not let's
Shanks.
start with the
I
session.
know, just one more thing,
Bro.
The entire time you were talking about Durnfila, I was just imagining like that guy with the axe hand.
Oh yeah. Anyways, the man kind of approaches you. He says, "Hello, greetings. I have
Hello.
you guys you individuals might be wondering as to why I've gathered you on this journey, or rather this quest." As he looks over to everyone.
Do I know who he is?
Yes, you do. You definitely know who he is.
Okay.
And also Duke Feline or Lumen, you would also know who this is. And he says, "Greetings. I haven't been able to greet myself properly. My name is Locke Freeman." As you know, as quickly for the viewers out there, it appears there to be a title card of who this man is. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna
Borderlands style.
I'm gonna explain who this person is. I am the man who is currently leading the people's voice. And
Good for
yes, I was the one who also called Euligan back due to an important task that he needs to complete. However, he is doing fine. He has told you guys to tell me to tell you that he is one day going to bear gifts to all of you. However, he is currently busy with his project and he hasn't had time to do so. However, that's besides the point. As you see, you guys have proven yourself to be that of use. You guys have shown your integrity. You guys have shown to me that you people have goodness, have the ability to change people's lives. Thanks to you, these people, at least 400 in total, their lives are completely changed due to this. He pauses. And then he takes a breather. And you, Rita and Vedic, and and
Not arms free.
for you, he looks to Steven. He says, "I've got information about who you are specifically, but although I haven't illicitly invited you, you also have proven to me that you guys are capable of this task."
You just hear Steven mumbling to himself, I'm not an armless freak, I'm not an armless freak.
As he says, "Give me a sec." Let me he then looks to everyone else. He says, "Now, this has been an arduous task. I am well aware of the situations that you guys have managed to get through. You guys have done a well job. And with that, my payment for you as he immediately like motions Preston, and then Preston goes into that building, and then he comes out with a suitcase, and he hands Rita, or not, he doesn't hand Rita, but he takes the suitcase, he opens it, and he showcases, this in total is at least worth about 15,000 seeds. Now, you mercenaries, I have hired you to show up. This is your reward. You guys are free to distribute it among yourselves. However, I have one final request. Now, I have given you the option I will give you an option. Although I have called upon you to do this task, you might be wondering, well, what's the entire purpose of this? Well, the entire purpose is very simple. It is you guys have been a test to see if there are mercenaries willing to work with us. You guys are my first group of mercenaries or outsiders that have decided to assist us. Now, I will give you an option. Either you guys can be completely allied with us. However, you guys can do whatever it is you wish upon your own volition. However, when we need your guys' assistance, you are to report here or report to headquarters or wherever it is that we have called to show up. Are you guys able to do that, or are you guys or rather would you not be affiliated and rather depart and take your payment? Choose wisely.
I'll go to him and say, well, seeing as you've got information, or you've got things that I want to get done, and I kind of owe you a ship, I'm in.
Ah, I see. The ship, I'm well aware that it has been destroyed. Sainte Clyde has actually visited me. Yes, funny enough, he occasionally visits me. And we just talk about stuff. Anyways, you guys, what about you, young lady, as he looks over to Rita?
So let me get this straight. It's either stick with the people's voice, and not get paid, or get paid and then leave.
No. You still get paid either way. Yeah.
Okay. Rita's just not gonna say anything.
He looks over to Rita and
Can I
says,
look?
Yep.
Can I look at Rita and see if he says yes or no? Like, see if what her body language says yes or no.
Just,
She's just standing there.
yeah.
There's
he,
nothing to read.
he says, "Ma'am,
Maybe there is.
you have done quite a well job. However, I'm not going to ask you to stay now. I do need a response. Would you like to be affiliated and be allies with the People's Voice, or would you rather leave and essentially forget everything that has occurred now? From from what I can gather, it seems that based upon our oh my fucking god, there's a fly. It seems upon from from our information and feedback from the escaped refugees now at this point. They have said, specifically the children has told me wonderful things the lengths that you went through to assist them. I do need a response.
I'll go up and say, Rita, I get it. You like to do things alone, but doing things alone ain't gonna save all the children. You come with us. I think we can do great things. I think we can save them all. Don't you think?
Does he have to roll a persuasion check for that?
Yes, he does. All right. I mean, that's upon your own jurisdiction.
Rita, just no expression, goes up to the man, and says, I usually work alone, and I usually don't find myself grouped up with people that I do not know. But for only specific reasons will I stay.
I appreciate you joining, or rather allying with the People's Voice. Thank you. Yeah, and then he walks over to Steven. He says, Steven!
Yes?
I see you're excited for your new ligaments. Now, answer my question. Will you ally with us, or will you depart on your own journey and whatever it is that you do? Or will you stay with the current friends that you have made, or potential friends that you have made?
Steven, without a second thought, just says, I'm gonna stick with him.
He says, I see. And then he walks over to Nox and Lumen. Says, and you two, you guys will be in a more special unit. Specifically, although we won't have complete total control over you guys, it is still nice to be able to have people that is with us within your guys' group. And so Nox and Lumen, you two will stay with Rita and Vedic and Steven, and you will be there with them. And that is an order.
Yes, sir.
He says, also, Nox has a surprise for you.
Eh?
Or Soul has a surprise for you. Fuck. Yeah, I keep mixing these names. But yeah, and he walks over to Lumen. He says, Lumen, you have done good work, my friend.
Soul is basically Sainte Clyde number 2 for Nox.
As fucking Locke Freeman, this dude 7 foot tall, kind of crouches down a bit, just to get to, just to get to your level. He says, my friend, I'm glad that you have been able to assist. Good job on communication and teamwork. As he pats your back, Lumen. He says, now, there will be a ship here shortly. And this is a personal ship for all of you. Take it as a gift from me.
Thank you.
As he says, any last words to all of you? Any last words?
Guys, you're wonderful. Those kids, I want to make sure they're okay. Alright?
The children will be fine, and their families. Those who have been separated will be reunited. I thank of you all for joining upon this cause. As he's going to now walk away, you feel the powerful presence fading away as he walks away from this area and goes to his own ship, sails away. Preston kind of walks to Vedic and says, "Hey,
Hey.
hey, I just wanted to apologize. So the lack of information thing was not my idea. It was the guy you were talking to. Yeah, pretty much the reason why he did that in the first place was to see how people would react without in a more he wanted to be very hands off with what he was doing. And he
What you're
just
saying that he put the entire mission at risk just so he could put a fucking test?
actually not really. The man is a genius, and if he were to theoretically if the his test were to kilter, he would have backups, and they were actually um, in the neighboring islands. There was plenty of more revolutionary, or rather People's Voice members, and so they would have easily taken over and reclaimed all of the people that were in captives. However, he wanted to see the true natures of all of you without being deceived.
Hey.
Yeah.
I like 100%. See, I want to make sure those kids are safe 100%.
Definitely.
I don't like I think you know me enough by now to say that I don't like taking chances.
I'll request Locke Freeman I'll request the higher ups to send you guys a image through the Sanzai tree. Actually, wait. Oh, you guys might have lost your Sanzai tree.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a shame. Here, give me a sec. As he runs over to the small building that he came from, he walks out. It's pretty much like a one room sort of deal. He walks out.
That same room that we were in last time?
Yeah, yeah. He goes back to that little small building, and then he comes out, and then this time he has a Sanzai tree. However, like something bigger is like rigged up to it. And he says, "Here, this should be able to transmit images. So we can actually send images, and it'll come out in paper form,
All right.
and we'll send you proof." Anyways, with that being said, your ship is actually, as he looks over, your ship is now currently here.
What do we name this one? Hey guys, it's coming.
The ship hasn't you see the sails haven't actually been been unfurled. And he says, "By the way, don't sail the ship without naming it first, because this baby hasn't been sailed. It was actually built here on this small island."
So, guys, come in. What do you guys want to name this thing?
Rita, Glares, fucking Nox, Lumen. Hello.
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 What is it?
Hello, my lover.
By the way,
Hello, my name is Nico Madria.
by the way, the bow of the ship, or the bow of the ship, the what it represent, or like what it's shown, is that to be of a that to be of, what do you call it? Give me a second.
Are we asking what we think the name should be?
It's
Yeah, yeah.
it's like the bow of the ship is it looks like a it looks like what do you call it? A deer. The bow of the ship is a deer. Like it's a deer that is like a more of a cartoonish looking deer, but yeah.
Are we allowed to say what we want the name of the ship?
I mean, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in character.
Steven just looks around and he's like, "We should call this thing the Army."
No.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Let's call it the Caribou.
Army. Why not the Caribou Army?
Oh, we call it the Headlight.
How about we call it the Caribou?
Okay, Caribou.
He just it's such a stupid that he just wants to go whatever the hell it just isn't.
Rita
Yeah.
just out of nowhere goes, let's call it Lightning McQueen.
Caribou's fine. Caribou's fine.
Caribou.
Well-
Alright.
I vote for naming it Inigo Montoya.
What? What the fuck?
So we can ram it into somebody and just say, "You killed my father, prepare to die."
Anyways, what do you guys name the ship?
I guess we're going with the Caribou.
We're going with the Caribou Army.
I
So
was gonna go with the front lines. I was gonna vote for the front lines. Just call it the front lines.
If it was a line,
If you
If it was
know
mine, it would have been perfect.
what are you gonna name her? The ship?
Caribou.
Let me think of a caribou pun.
oh dear.
But I
The
like
Caribouan?
Lightning McQueen.
as
The
as
Caribouan
Rita
Islands.
states.
If you all
Oh,
are gonna
Rudolph.
name this ship Caribou, I'm leaving.
I go put my shoulder over here. Come on. After all that happened, leave over just Caribou.
Y'all should
Caribou?
y'all should call this Starbucks. Get it? Get it? It makes sense, right? It's fucking the you guys are
I'm
the
down with calling it Buckley's.
Hell yeah.
Antlers.
I say the Lightning McQueen.
Alright.
Army.
Rita.
Antler Battalion.
Army.
Antlers. Antler
Army.
Battalion. There's gotta be something antler.
It's gotta be some army.
The Antler Army.
I'm fine with that.
Antler Army.
Lightning McQueen.
Okay, the Lightning Antler Army Caribou.
Okay,
Caribou.
no, come on.
Caribou Army
Can we
No, Vedic said was perfect. Say it again.
can we not have a long ass name? Cause I'm gonna be repeating the ship's name a lot. I'm not gonna repeat that
Caribou
shit.
Army
Yeah, you
Task
can
Force.
abbreviate it.
No,
Abbreviate it.
no, it's no,
Vedic,
just
what was the name? What was the name?
We could call it the Caribou Army Task Force, and then it could just be
oh, cool.
cat.
Yeah,
I actually like
I'm down with that.
I like Lumen's fucking abbreviation and shit.
Okay, fine.
Also,
like it.
it's cat, so I get representation.
Nice.
Alright.
I still say the Lightning McQueen.
Lightning Cat.
Thundercats. Thundercats.
Okay, so
If you cannot come up with anything better than
Catastrophe.
Lightning McQueen, I am going to leave this group.
Caribou Army Task Force.
Caribou
Cat.
Army Task Force, I guess it is. As everybody like.
Wait, I misspelled it. My bad.
Anyways, yeah. So Rita, they pretty much ignore whatever you were saying, and they realize, yo, Caribou Army Task Force. I like that.
Yeah, Caribou Army Task Force.
If it was a deer, we could have just called it the Deary Me.
No,
Oh,
it,
dear.
no.
Rita's-
Yeah. Continue.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Rita's gonna go and try to find Locke and tell him that she's reconsidering.
Yeah, he's gone. The dude left.
One last thing, and I just group hug you all. I haven't had a crew like this in a long time.
Okay,
guys
yeah, Rita's
are
not
all
in that
pretty close.
included in that group.
she gets forced she gets forced into the group hug, and
Since I'm so short, I'm just gonna hug someone's leg.
you hug Rita's leg.
Okay. I was gonna say Vedic, but Rita's leg.
Steven gladly hugs with his new arms.
Yeah, as you do this, and you guys unfurl the sails. You guys sail into the distance.
It fades to black.
Rita's still on the island. What
No,
the
no,
fuck?
no, no. You guys are now on the ship. Yeah.
No. She did not get on that ship.
Oh,
We
okay.
forced you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got forced by literally everybody in your
we
crew.
had a group hug, and it was
Peer
so
pressure.
we kept going, and we walked on the ship with the group hug.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask if I could go to the
To the what?
I'm trying to
I was
think, to
gonna
the
say,
armory.
Rita probably
I was gonna ask
left
if I
There
could go
were-
to the armory.
There is no armory. Like,
I know, but this is like a military station.
no,
It's got-
it's
like
it's not even a military station. It's just like not even an outpost, but just like an island,
It's just an island.
like a
where there's
holding
a
point,
house on there.
just
I get
duct
it,
tape a
Vedic,
deer
but I
in front
hate
of that.
like a holding point. Anyways, you guys are currently on the ship. Rita was forced onto the ship, and you guys unfurl the sails. And as you guys are sailing, give me a second. Let me have some dank ass fucking music for this shit. This is perfect. As you guys are now unfurled the sails, you guys are sailing away. Whatever it is upcoming for the People's Voice, whether if it's an entire cities full of people enslaved, or whether if it's an island full of gigantic vegetation, or a man who can just manipulate his surroundings to an extreme degree, or a group of baddies that have caused serious life or death threatening situations, or whether if it's just the shenanigans of an used to be armless freak. What potential stuff will wait for the People's Voice?
Answered. And more in the next episode
of
the People's Voice Z.
aka the Era of Dreams. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Bye bye.
Steven, you gotta update your